A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant development in international relations, reports have surfaced regarding a controversial draft peace plan proposed by the United States and Russia concerning the ongoing conflict in Ukraine. This plan, which has been described as a potential capitulation for Kyiv, raises serious concerns about the future sovereignty of Ukraine and the implications for global geopolitics. According to insights from France 24's Douglas Herbert, this marks yet another instance of former President Donald Trump allegedly attempting to pressure Ukraine into accepting terms that heavily favor Russia. The proposed plan reportedly includes several contentious stipulations. Ukraine would be required to cede control of the Donbass region, significantly reduce its military forces, and accept limitations on U.S. military aid. These conditions, which Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has labeled as non-starters, have sparked outrage among Ukrainian officials and the international community alike. As the situation unfolds, the question arises, is the United States abandoning its commitment to support Ukraine in the face of Russian aggression? In recent months, the war in Ukraine has seen a brutal escalation, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The international community has largely rallied behind Ukraine, providing military and humanitarian assistance in an effort to bolster its defense against Russian advances. However, the emergence of this draft plan has led to fears that the U.S. may be shifting its stance, potentially undermining the hard-fought gains achieved by Ukrainian forces. Critics argue that any proposal requiring Ukraine to concede territory would not only embolden Russia, but also set a dangerous precedent for future conflicts. Historical context is crucial in understanding the current dynamics. Since the onset of the conflict in 2014, Ukraine has faced a relentless campaign of aggression from Russia, including the annexation of Crimea and ongoing military incursions in the eastern regions of Donetsk and Luhansk. The international community, led by the U.S. and NATO, has consistently condemned these actions and affirmed its support for Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity. However, the proposed peace plan raises questions about the U.S.'s long-term commitment to this principle. Zelensky's administration has been vocal in its rejection of any terms that would compromise Ukraine's sovereignty. The president has emphasized the importance of maintaining Ukraine's territorial integrity and has called for a comprehensive peace plan that respects the rights and aspirations of the Ukrainian people. As the draft plan continues to circulate, Zelensky's government is faced with a daunting challenge: how to navigate the complex geopolitical landscape while ensuring the safety and security of its citizens. The implications of this situation extend far beyond Ukraine's borders. A perceived capitulation could embolden authoritarian regimes worldwide, signaling that aggression can yield rewards. Furthermore, it could undermine the credibility of the U.S. as a global leader and ally, raising concerns among other nations facing similar threats. In response to the growing backlash against the proposed plan, some U.S. lawmakers have expressed their support for Ukraine and have called for a reaffirmation of America's commitment to the nation's defense. Bipartisan efforts are underway to ensure that military aid to Ukraine remains robust and that any negotiations prioritize Ukrainian sovereignty. As discussions regarding the peace plan continue, the stakes are high. The future of Ukraine hangs in the balance, and the international community must remain vigilant in its support for the nation. The situation serves as a stark reminder of the complexities of diplomacy in times of conflict and the importance of standing firm against aggression. In conclusion, the draft U.S.-Russia peace plan for Ukraine has ignited a firestorm of controversy, raising critical questions about the future of U.S. foreign policy and the fate of a nation under siege. As the world watches closely, one thing is clear: Ukraine's struggle for sovereignty and freedom is far from over, and the response from the international community will be pivotal in shaping the outcome of this ongoing crisis. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.